Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, April 13th, 2023. Ethereum's Shanghai Chapella or Shapella update went live 18 hours ago. Let's go through the timeline, see the process. We're in a good spot right now. That's today in Web3. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Matthew Deemer, and I want to say thank you very much for subscribing, liking, and sharing this podcast, this YouTube video. If you haven't, please subscribe, please like, please share. Tell everybody that this is the best place to get daily news in under 15 minutes or less. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify listening right now, please give us 5 stars and leave us a comment. I want to let you know really quick about something that's upcoming. We have an NFT release with a collaboration with Factory. It's one of one art. We're only releasing 10 of them. And if you purchase one, you're going to be able to come on the show or run an ad on the show. We're trying to create this new Web3 experience with NFTs, one of one artists, and podcast and YouTube. Try to wrap it all together to see if there's benefit for everyone within the community. So look for that coming in the next couple of weeks. Let's get into those headlines. The Ethereum community is super happy right now because the Shapella upgrade went live without a hitch. Now, Shapella is a term that mixes Shanghai and Chapella and puts it into one because they're two different upgrades that went live at the same time. So how did we get here? Well, as you know, around 8 months or so, last September 2022, Ethereum went through a merge. It switched from proof of work to proof of stake. And this is going to reduce Ethereum's consumption of energy by 99%, plus it had other upgrades. Now, to become a validator of the new proof of stake network, you're going to have to stake at least 32 ETH. 32 ETH at the time was $15,000. Today, it's around $58,000. During the Shapella watch party hosted by the Ethereum Foundation team, Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin said that we're now in a really good place. He continued to say, we're in a stage where the hardest and fastest parts of the Ethereum protocol's transition are basically over. Very significant things still need to be done, but those can be done at a slower pace. So the thing about this upgrade is now you can take your ETH out. You can withdraw your ETH and maybe cash it out, or if you choose, you can leave it in there and continue to validate the network. People have been staking their ETH for almost 28 months in preparation of this merge. So it goes without saying, people were chomping at the bit to get their Ethereum back. Roughly a half hour after the Shanghai upgrade was activated, some 285 withdrawals have been processed, or about 5,413 ETH, or $10 million worth, according to Beacon Chain. Now, currently, 18 hours later, there's around 1.34 billion ETH waiting to withdraw. But there's mechanisms in place to prevent all of the ETH coming out all at the same time, clogging the network, tanking the price, and making Ethereum an unsafe network. We'll go into those in a little bit. So approximately 8 hours after the Ethereum Shapella upgrade, around 695,750 Ethereum was pending withdrawal. Meanwhile, 17.52 million is still staked. Binance, another staking liquidity provider that you could just put a portion of the 32 ETH into Binance, get your rewards, and help validate the network. They announced that you're going to be able to get your Ethereum back. And with that, you'll be able to redeem your BETH tokens or your BETH tokens at a one-to-one basis. And BETH is a wrap token issued by Binance, which is one-to-one pegged to Ethereum on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, of all these places where Ethereum is flowing fastest, it's Kraken. And Kraken is making up 62% of all withdrawals. The number of validators exiting the queue has surpassed 15,000. And a lot of the reason why a lot of people are taking their Ethereum out of Kraken is because they're getting scrutiny by the SEC. As you know, they already had to pay a fine for their staking services to the SEC of around $30 million. And apparently, people are saying, maybe you don't want to be stuck in the middle of that battle. Kraken versus the SEC with their Ethereum in the middle. So, only smart to withdraw. Will Coinbase be next? They were served a Wells notice a couple weeks ago by the SEC about their earn programs. So, is Coinbase the next target? Regardless of all of this, Ethereum is still up 6% on the day, maybe even more by the time you watch this. And data shows around 24% or 4.35 million ETH is staked at above $3,000. Meaning, why not just keep it staked? Why get it out now and try to sell it at about 33% loss? Might as well just collect that interest, leave it at stake, which interest ranges anywhere from 3 to 7% depending on where you're staking your ETH. Why not just leave it there until the price gets back up to $3,000 at least? Now, my good friends over at Decrypt, they tweeted this yesterday. ETH holds steady post Shanghai, defying expectations. And I don't think there's actually expectations that Ethereum was going to go down after the merge. I think that the expectations were uncertain because of the different mechanisms that were in place at the time to make sure that everybody just didn't withdraw ETH all at once and that the network stayed secure. Again, I have a video coming up in a little bit about all of that, so you can learn about that. Stay tuned. And also, since you're able to withdraw your ETH, more people might be willing to stake their ETH to protect the network and validate the network because you're able to get it out whenever you want. It's not just locked up there. So I don't think this is defying expectations. I think that people are just waiting to see how the market played out. So what are the mechanisms of taking ETH out? Well, Joshua Frank went on CNBC to talk about it, and it's a really good watch. It's a couple of minutes long, so bear with me.
So there is what's called partial withdrawals of Ethereum as part of a part of the upgrade, but there's also full withdrawals. So the way that partial withdrawals works is basically to stake ETH, you need to provide 32 Ethereum. Anything above that is your staking rewards that you're going to receive. And over the last year or so, those staking rewards have been accruing. What's going to happen is once withdrawals happen, you will see partial withdrawals open first, and any rewards above those 32 are going to be given to the ETH stakers. So your next question is, well, how many rewards is that? So on average, the average validator has about 34 ETH. So about 2 more ETH than the 32 required to stake, which is all going to automatically, it's not a manual process, automatically be sent to those, Ethereum stakers. So there are about 565,000 validators that have 32 ETH, and the current price is about $1,900. And so quick math, you're looking at about $2 billion that is going to be immediately available to be sold. And that, for reference, that's going to happen over around 5 days. And if you compare that to the average trading volume of Ethereum, on Binance, for reference, you're looking at about $1.5 billion a day on a single exchange. So it's not crazy. You're looking at about $400 million a day over the course of about 5 days, which is a percentage or a fraction of all of the ETH that is sold. The kind of bigger concern is that full unstaking, right? Well, what happens when people can actually fully withdraw those 32 Ethereum? Because that's a lot more than the 2, right? And so the way that process is actually going to work is it is going to be a much more extended process over time. And the way that it basically works is that depending on the number of validators that are staking ETH, there is a very big difference in the amount of Ethereum that can be withdrawn over time. So basically, Ethereum wants to make sure that the network is secure. So the more that people are withdrawing Ethereum, the less they're going to actually enable those people to withdraw. And so for a very quick reference point, and we can get into a lot more detail if you want, it's going to take about 500 days total if people wanted to withdraw all of that Ethereum. So it can't happen in a day. At minimum, you're looking at about 520 to 550 days. But what we'll likely see at the starting point, if we assume there are a number of people that want to withdraw and sell, about $110 million is going to be withdrawn every day for the first 10 days. And over time, that's going to kind of decrease.
So what's next for Ethereum? Well, Vitalik Buterin said that scaling, making transactions faster and cheaper, will be the next issue that the blockchain tackles after Shanghai. If we don't fix scaling before the next bull run, we know people are going to be stuck paying $500 for transactions. That's a bit steep. Anyway, there's a bright future for Ethereum. I'm very happy. Congratulations to all the dev team through this whole process, from proof of work to proof of stake to every other upgrade in between and this latest upgrade. They have always acted with diligence and care for the network and your Ethereum. Now to those crypto prices.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
And the time is 9:36 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. By the way, it's Daylight Saving Time, not Daylight Savings Time. I just learned that the other day, and I don't know if I like that. Bitcoin is sitting at $30,268, up 0.2%. Ethereum smashing through the $2,000 mark. It's up 5.7% in 24. Tether's number 3, Binance is at 323, up 0.7%, and USDC is number 5. Rounding off the top 10, we have XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin up 5%, Polygon, Matic up 2.3%, and Solana up 3.2%. The total market cap is sitting at 1.25 trillion with a BTC dominance of 46.8 and an ETH dominance of 19.3. And that was our show today. We'll be back tomorrow, same Matt time, same Matt channel. And I have a long form coming up. Actually, 2 long forms coming up over the weekend. Stay tuned for those. And until then, happy hodling, everyone. Hey everyone, the bull run is coming. It's coming quick. and you need to be up to date on everything that's happening in the Web3 space. So please follow us on Twitter and like, subscribe, share these videos so we can keep you up to date daily on Web3 news.